And good afternoon, everyone that's out watching tonight. We are here at Sessions Field in Columbia, South Carolina, where the women are now on the field. And tonight's matchup will be your Rams taking on the Bulldogs of Barton College. Hello, everyone. I'm Justin Bell, with myself tonight. The women are coming off an emphatic win last weekend against Dakota College by a score of 5-0. And with about 4 games left to go, we're going to see what the Rams can do here as they continue to finish on as what will be their best start since their inaugural season back in 2015. And just a second, it'll be Brian Byer that will be introducing everyone to tonight's game.
The Barton College Bulldogs and your CIU Rams. Ladies and gentlemen, students and guests, as our teams take the field, we ask that you enjoy cheering for your team, but please refrain from any derogatory comments.
So at this moment, they are currently going through player introductions as both teams are now walking onto the field.
Let's start by welcoming our visitors.
So looking over the women of Barton College, and that goal is Haley Sauls. She's a senior from Raleigh, North Carolina. Number 0 is number 6, Laura Franco, a defensive sophomore from Leo, Indiana, followed by Jessica Lime, who is a redshirt senior from Sefner, Florida. Then Mackenzie Christensen, who is a junior from Gretna, Nebraska. Number 10, Taylor Doble, who is a forward senior from Punta Gorda, Florida. Then there's number 11, Hannah Beard, a freshman from Hickory, North Carolina. Number 13, Nikki Helton, a defenseman for a senior from Fuquay Arena, North Carolina. Then there's number 14, Amanda Barada. She's a midfielder, sophomore from High Point, North Carolina. Number 17, Rebecca Beal, who's a sophomore from Nashville, North Carolina, transferred from Shawam University. Number 19, Jordan Brown from Logan, Utah, who's a junior forward. And then finally, number 25, Abigail Palachi, who is a defensive from Schaumburg, Illinois. That will close out the roster for the Bulldogs of Barton College.
The Bulldogs are coached by Thomas Goins. And now your CIU Rams starting lineup.
And then for the Rams, it's a bit of a do change. In that goal will be Sam Womack, the junior. And number 2, Esther Edwards. Number 3, Janie Holland. And number 4, Mackenzie Miller. All played very well in their last week's game against the Eagles. There's the sophomore, Soteria Salonis. Number 9, Jenna Rickenbaker. Number 10, Alana Badman, the speedy senior from Kenya. There's number 14, Rebecca Reinhardt. Number 15, Liana Gates. And the last 2 will be Angela McMaster and Kaylin Hernandez. That will mark up your lineup for the Rams. In just a minute, they're going to go through a prayer, followed by the national anthem. And just a second, we will get started.
Sophomore defender from Beijing, China, Liana Gates. Number 22, a senior midfielder from Parker, Colorado, Angela McMaster. And number 23, a freshman forward from Irmo, South Carolina, Kaylin Hernandez. The Rams are coached by head coach Kara Farnsworth, assistant coaches Allie Edens, Bianca Warder, and Chad Hepelfinger. The officials for tonight's game are Lizzie Shegda, Patrick Tremblay, and Scott Wodolowski. And now we invite everyone to stand for the invocation, followed by our Star Spangled Banner, sung by members of our Ambassador Choir. Let's pray. Lord, we are grateful for the beautiful day that you've made. We thank you that it is a gift to us and, of course, to many others. We thank you for these women who have gathered tonight to play the great game of soccer. And we pray that everything that's said and done on the field, in the stands, and all around our campus tonight would bring honor and glory to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Players are currently shaking hands, about to go to their respective side of the fields. And just shortly, we're going to go through another kickoff of Rams soccer. Now, keep a reminder, there's only a few games left, and senior night coming up this Saturday night against John Wesley. A game that will be further explained later in this broadcast. But as I mentioned before, the Rams are coming off a blowout win over the Eagles of Tacoma Falls. Barton College is a very exceptional team. And in just a second, these two teams are going to kick off, and hopefully we're going to see another victory from the Rams.
What?
So if you're just joining us, we're on the left side of the field. It's Barton College on the left. CIU is on your right. And kickoff is underway. That's Danny Holland setting this game up. Now there's Gates in the backfield, gets off to Hernandez in the midfield, goes it over to the right side. That's Rickenbacker. Was looking for Batterman but could not get there in time, but they were still keeping possession, keeping in play.
Good throw for the Bulldogs.
So now the Bulldogs will get the first touch of the ball. Gets downfield. Now it's Brown that tried to get a piece of it, but Bulldogs are going to drop back. Gets down to the right side, and
We a throw in for the Bulldogs.
that was McMaster that kicked it out. Now here's Gates on the back line to the box. Hernandez. And now it's Edwards that way to kick it out on that back line. Now here's Rickenbacker is deflected off of Christensen. Looks in the middle. Gates goes to step.
Throw in ramp.
So the Rams in a quick throw in. That's between Gates and 18, and Holland took a little tumble on the ground.
Foul called on the Bulldogs. It'll be a free kick for the Rams.
So just to get a quick recap of how the season's been going so far, let's take you back to October 4th, where they would lose against Southern Wesleyan. It was a hard-fought contest, but mistakes happened and goals came in for the Warriors. But then they would go to Montreat College on the road against a very talented NAIA team, would tie the game 2-2. And then, of course, they will be on the road to Toccoa. And now, coming here, they're going to open the week at home for the next their final two games following this conclusion. Where Saturday, it's senior night against John Wesley, a team they've kind of circled the calendar for, have been waiting all year to finally face them in a rematch of a South Region semifinal, where it was John Wesley who ended up taking that victory and what was to be a heartbreaker for a lot of those girls. And with many of those girls back on this team, it's something that was circled on the red calendar. And then October 24th will close their home. They will have their final home game against Florida National University. That's a bit of a new team to see on the Rams schedule. And then for the next two games, October 27th, which is next Friday, they will travel to Greenville to take on Bob Jones. And then on Friday, they will close the season against Johnson and Wales, where they have already beaten them 2-0. And not to mention, they would like to get a victory over the Bob Jones after the Bruins who came into Columbia a couple weeks ago and defeated them in overtime. So it's going to roll it about out of play. They're going to give it to the Bruins. So that's number 25. Paliki owing to throw it out. And that was number 10. Doble fell on the ground. McMaster tried to kick it and ended up drilling her teammate. So it'll be a free kick. That's Gates, McMaster, and Hernandez as the wall. And it'll be number 6, Laura Franco, to take the kick. Franco's kick crosses it wide. Nowhere to be found. It was headed off a Bulldog, but nowhere to be seen on the goal. So Womack gets herself together, resets, and gets ready to drill this one in the midfield. Ball is high, deflected off a Bulldog. And it's stopped. That was from Reinhardt. And then there's Brown, gets past McMaster. Can she get past Gates Oh, my apologies. That was Hernandez. So now here's Rebecca Reinhardt. She takes it. McMaster gets it away, but doesn't get there in time. Now here's Holland. And she's able to kick it downfield. But Barton's already on it. Goes out of play. The Rams still have a chance, so they continue to move themselves up the field. 38-31 to go. Sauls runs and picks it up. Goes up high, and it looks like Gates had it, but it's going to go to McMaster. Mags there heads it. It's Edwards. She gets it away. Not before Brown gets there in time. She keeps it. No. Brown. With opportunity knocked away by the Rams. Bulldogs drop back, and that's Miller who steps in, and she gets it to Reinhardt. That's Paulici. That was able to get away from Reinhardt, but Simmons gets it away. Into the middle. Looks like that was intended for Reinhardt, but just couldn't get there in time. High shot. Now it's given the Sauls. Gives it across the left side, and here's Miller. Drops. A little bit too much, and it's Brown that was able to get. Now it's Brown and Reinhardt challenging. Now Paulici. Deflected off Neva Brown, and that's Holland. Now it's Miller. Miller, Holland. Switches it over. And there's Edwards. She's able to get out of play, so the Bulldogs have to throw it in. So that back line of CIU just trying their best to make sure Barton doesn't get an opening. Knocked away by Silionis. And once again, the Rams knock it out of the. Not even in play, just knocks it over the fence. So, giving the ball boys or ball girl, ball boy, ball girl, they're getting the time to just run around the fence, a little cardio in. So the Bulldogs throw it in. It's deflected off of Hernandez. Batterman kicks it away, drops it to the back line of the Bulldogs. Switches it over. Now there's Brown and there's Gates on the stop, and Gates is going to make a move now. Here's Gates, Gates and Brown. Ms. Brown ended up winning that challenge, but
Yeah, throw in for the Rams.
the Rams have now moved upfield, trying to get into the box of Barton College.
Another throw in for the Rams.
So Gates starts to throw it in. Steps, it's Miller. Shot wide left.
That goes a bit wide. It'll be a goal kick for the Bulldogs.
So this game was one of our 2 weekday games. Tomorrow the men's will be back on the field when they take on Belmont Abbey tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And especially with the men's, they're looking to come off that astounding blowout win over their rivals of Bob Jones. Switches over to the right side, and there's Rickenbacker. Looks like she still has a piece of it, is able to drop it back, keep it in possession of the Rams. As Gerald's going to stay in play. And does not. Goes out of play, but it's Barton who will have possession now.
Another throw in for the Bulldogs.
Long shot knocked away. It's Brown and Womack. Womack slides, and she's able to get there in time before Brown could easily knocked it in. Headed away. That was number 11, Hannah Beard. They're going to go left, and it's Rickenbacker able to knock it away, but to no avail. And that's Beal. She tried to get there in time, but could not. So the Rams will be back in possession. Gets in inside to Miller, but defense was just too stiff. And the Bulldogs again trying to find an opportunity. High shot in the middle, and it's stopped by Womack. Second consecutive stop by the junior from Hilton Head, and it's Womack making her presence known. Head away by Miller. Looks like Miller was with the piece of it. Drops it back. Holland still going for it. They're taking their time. Holland. And Sauls kicks it away. Topped away, and it's Batterman. Tried to make a move, but just couldn't get control of it. Now it's Beal. That's Beal and McMaster. Gets it in. Knocked away. It's Gates. And Brown. Brown ended up winning that battle. Crosses it. Knocked away by McMaster. Now here's Reinhardt. And she gets it away. Now here's Batterman. Couldn't get there in time. Saul was able to beat her to it. Here's Gates again. Now to Brown. And Miller is able to get away from Doble. And deflected off Paulici. That could have been a sure shot for Rebecca Reinhardt. And that's Gates looks to throw it out. So it's been kind of a back and forth battle between both the Bulldogs and the Rams. And McMaster's mistaken. It was a Brown. Now here's Edwards try to step in front, and it's Rickenbacker that's going to get the ball. And now get up to Reinhardt. Shoots in the middle to no avail. Stepped in by McMaster. McMaster gets it off to Batterman. Now to Leonis. Now to Hernandez. It's 2-2.
Throw in for the Bulldogs.
Back line playing with fire a little bit. And it goes into the bench of Barton College.
Rams throw in.
Switches it over to their right side. Here comes the Bulldogs. Goes on the right side to Doble. Doble crosses in the middle. Knocked away. Shot just close off her left side. High click deflected off a ram. It's high up in the air. Up again in there. Looks to get it away. Gets it down. It's Doble again on the right side. Looking for it. Makes a quick move. Goes in the middle. And stepped away by Soteria Silionis. Was there on the stop. That could have been a sure goal. It's over again. Hernandez deflected off a Bulldog, but she's able to keep it. Hernandez makes the move. Tended for Batterman, but couldn't get there in time. Crosses in the middle. Oh, and just missed it. That could be the easy opportunity to put a score for Barton, but now they got to try again. Here's Doble on the right side. Makes Miller miss. Gets in the middle. And Hernandez steps. Now here's Reinhardt looking to get around. And Miller is able to step in. Switches to the left side. I believe that's Barada.
Throw in Bulldogs.
Makes move on the inside. It's Silionis that steps. Now she takes a shot downfield. And it's into the freshman Reinhardt. Going down the field. Can go. Makes a move. Trying to get into the box. The Rams for opportunity. Miller. Shots up. Wide. And it's Sauls that comes up with it.
Shot gathered in by Haley Sauls.
So high short shot, kind of confusion of where so and so was. Here's a high shot, and here's Batterman trying to pick it up. Once again, knocked away by Barton. Now they're going to try to make a move upfield. Quick 1-2, and it's going over to the Bulldogs.
Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 8 into the lineup, Chelsea Hawley, replacing number 14, Amanda Barata.
So Barata is going to come out, and in comes Chelsea Hawley for the Bulldogs. That'll be the first substitution of the game. So she'll take over on the left side. Hawley's a sophomore from Princeton, North Carolina. Just away, and Reinhardt looking to make a quick move. Inside to Miller, turns, drops it back.
Throw in Bulldogs.
So looking at the schedule from Barton College, they just came off a 2-1 win over conference foe Emmanuel College. And after this, they will be on the road. They'll be heading upstate to go take on North Greenville. And then their following 3 games will go against Regent, Mars Hill, and then finally they will close the season at King. So they're about done. They're sitting at 5-5-3 on the season, 4-2 in conference play. So they're doing a pretty decent job, and this is so far has been an equal matchup between both teams. Deflected away. The Cilionis is knocked away by the Bulldogs, and now they're gonna make a move upfield. Batterman picks up speed, gets into the box. It's Sauls. Sauls knocks it away. Hold again, high shot. Oh, so close to Reinhardt. She's going to take a shot anyway. And it goes just behind the goal. So, opportunity missed from the Rams between Reinhardt of what could have been. So, goal kick will go to Barton. With a little over 20 minutes to go in the first half.
Number 20, Rebecca Frazier.
So Rebecca Frazier will head to the lineup for the Bulldogs. She's also a sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia.
Throw in Bulldogs.
Now here's Frazier on the right side. Trying to get past Gates. Can't, rethinks it, drops it back to Beard. Now here's Frazier again. McMaster knocks it away.
Throw in Bulldogs.
Beard looks. Yeah, it looks like that was deflected off of Beard. So they would give it to the Rams, and looks like Gates is going to take the throw in.
Throwing Rams.
So the ball made a little mini appearance to the bleachers. That kick is Holland, Batterman.
Be a goal kick.
Waiting for the call. Could have been a possible corner kick, but instead it will be a goal kick. Less than 20 minutes to go in the first half, and we're deadlocked at 0 if you're just joining us. The lights are slowly starting to come back on. It's been looks like fall has finally hit Columbia. We're about a cool 67, and probably later on tonight, by the conclusion of this game, we'll be well into fall weather. It's now at the Carolinas. Back to the action is Hernandez. Now to Holland. Here's Batterman on the right side. Here's Reinhardt again. So the freshman constantly attacking up front, putting poor pressure on that back line of Barton College. Foul, so that was given on Hernandez. High pass. And Frazier nearly knocked that one in the back of the net, but Womack was there to pick it up. Up on the left side, and now they're going to try and find another opportunity. Shot goes in, deflect off McMaster. Good defense from that back line, the senior from Colorado.
Throwing Bulldogs. Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 7, Jessica Lime into the lineup. Excuse me, Carson Malero, number 77, in for number 9. Mackenzie.
So number 77, Carson Malero, sophomore from Newton, North Carolina, is now going to take the pitch for the Bulldogs. Looks like they're going to probably move her to that back line. High shot out of play.
Throwing Rams.
So Merle's going to take this throw in.
Throwing Bulldogs.
Where they going to live? Right now they're going to be in Boston.
Bit of back and forth play.
Behind you!
Gets it down, can get there in time. And the Rams take another throw in. 13 minutes to go.
Throw in Rams.
Gets it to Holland, who takes a shot downfield, and
Throw in for the Rams on the far
that was
side.
Batterman who's looking to stride down the field, but it was the Bulldogs that would knock it away. Drops, deflected, and it will still be in play for the Rams.
Throw in Rams.
Quick throw in. And once again, they'll get another throw in.
Throw in for the Rams on the far side.
Tore my AC joint right here. But
Inside, and Saul is there.
Keeper Haley Saul for a stop. Throw in for the Rams.
So Gates gets in Holland. Over the left side, I was intended for Reinhardt, but headed away by the back line. Now here's McMaster. Looking getting downfield, but there was Frazier there on the stop. Hernandez. Still has it, gets it down to Holland. Now the Bulldogs, it's Frazier and Womack all by herself. Slides it away. Knocked away. And what was supposed to be knocked out turned out to be an own goal. Can't see who that was, but tried to save it and knock it out, but unfortunately it hit the crossbar and went in. So
Number 17, Rebecca Beal with that goal for the Bulldogs.
ended up being credited to Rebecca Beal.
With 11:20 to go in the first half.
So 11:20 to go. The Bulldogs strike first, 1-0. So a bit more communication. Have to work on that back line. Frazier is pretty fast for Barton, and that's going to be kind of the key to if the Rams want to come back and try and equalize this game. So a foul was called.
Okay, she's riding over here right now, not even look. She's off sides right now. Square up.
Drops. High pass on the inside. Frazier. And another assist in just a couple seconds. The Bulldogs take a 2-0 lead over the Rams.
Number 20, Rebecca Frazier finishes that play with a goal.
So a nice cross on the inside, and it was Frazier by herself and was able to put one in the back of the net. And just like that, in the span of about 20 seconds, the Rams are now down 2-0.
Substitution of the Rams, number 11, Janae McMaster coming in for number 9.
So Sinead Master Tedder that's going to come into the game. And she's going to be joined along by her sister. So let's see what the Rams can do in the last 10 minutes of the game. Try and get themselves out of this 2-0 hole they put themselves into. Now here's Reinhardt, deflected, and it will still be by way of the Rams. Now here's Gates. Miller. Here's Batterman. Up on the inside. Knocked away.
Be a throw in for the Rams.
And it'll be a throw in instead. Any more closer, that would have been a corner kick. Here's Frazier again. Come on with the right side, and it's with Masters able to knock it away. That back line has to be very careful of Frazier. Rebecca Frazier, the sophomore, came off the bench and already put something on the board for the Bulldogs.
Called on the Bulldogs. It'll be a free kick for the Rams.
High pass down. Here's Batterman. Here's Batterman. She's going to drill down to Reinhardt. Up in the box and deflected off Frazier, so Rams still have a throw in. Reinhardt moves to the left. Edwards, and is able to get it away. And that was Bill that came in hot.
Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 18, Emma Mitchell, in replacing number 10, Taylor Doble.
So Mitchell is going to take over for Doble's place. And so is Maddie Robertson. Both substitutes for Barton. They're keeping their rotation in pretty well for the Bulldogs. Just keeping fresh legs as they can. So if it was a foul called on Barton, the Rams will get a free kick.
Throw in for the Rams. Substitution for the Rams, Rebecca Gincana, number 24, coming in for Rebecca.
So another Rebecca, that's Rebecca Gincana. She's going to come into the game for the Rams. She's going to take over for Reinhardt. Hashan inside, but the Rams able to keep it. They still keep it, gets it inside to Gincana. And Sauls comes in, scoops it up by herself, so. And it's high, Chicana has to look out for Frazier. She's sprinting across the middle.
Look, where's 20? Check 20.
And a good stop from Sam Womack. So that was a very, very close. And Saul's able to drill it out of the way of the attackers. So about less than 5 minutes to go. And right now it's Barton on all cylinders. Out of the way, and as you kind of my pause gets over the middle. And that was Malaro who went up and went down hard. Now it's Chicana with a chance. It's Holland. She has a chance. Shot to the left side. Oh, so close. So it'll be a corner kick. Leonis getting to that corner as quick as they can. 3 minutes to go, and the Rams with the opportunity to try and cut this lead to 1. So they just want to shot on the inside. Nobody home, and it's Bannerman. She's going to drop it back to Edwards. Looks high pass, and there's Holland. Come on the right side. There's a Bulldog right next to her. It's going to be knocked out. They're going to give her another corner. They're going to give her another corner. So second corner kick. So then once again, 2:35 to go. High pass on the inside.
Goal kick for the Bulldogs.
Nobody home, so we got a couple substitutions going on for Barton.
Bulldogs, number 21, Kylie Bowers, replacing number 17.
So Kylie Bowers is going to come in. She's a freshman.
19, Jordan Brown.
Nah, I didn't get this second one. So the Bulldogs get a quick throw in. About a minute and a half remaining. Headed away. Long shot. They kind of couldn't get there in time, so it'll be another goal kick for the Bulldogs. So now we have 1 minute to go in the first half of this game. So expect Barton to try and kill this clock, and expect the Rams trying to attack something and see what the Rams can do. on the left side. She missed to knock it out. 20 seconds to go. And they're able to get it away.
10, 9, 8.
So now, Farnsworth's ladies are now going to go into the half and try to adjust as we are about to conclude the first half, and we now have. And at the end of the first half, it's the Bulldogs ahead 2-0. We'll see you back in the second half and see what the Rams can do to adjust and get themselves back into this game. Stick around. Back at Sessions Field for the second half action between the Rams and the Bulldogs. If you're just joining us, it has not been a pleasant time for the Rams. 2 goals given up in a span of 10 seconds. First, it was number 17, Rebecca Beal, that was given that goal. Fortunately, looked like that was Angela McMaster, that knocked it off. Tried to knock it out, but it ended up going in anyway. So, unfortunately, it might turn into his own goal. And then just seconds later, it was Rebecca Frazier who came off the bench for the Bulldogs and was able to get one off across and past Sam Womack. So, second half coming up. Hopefully, Coach Farnsworth and her team has adjusted to try and get this back into this game. And, of course, one of the things we're going to look out for is if Rebecca Frazier's on the bench, they have to watch out for her. Many times she's easily sprinted past the back door of that back line and could have got herself a couple more goals if it wasn't for the help of Sam Womack.
Hey, Tyler. Hey, Tyler.
So,
are you leaving before the end of this game?
second half is about to get underway.
Are you leaving before the end of this game? Oh, you're not. Oh, well, if you have a chance, can you go down there and throw that door?
And kickoff is on the way for the second half of play. So they're going to keep their starters. So they're going to drop it back. So drops it back. Looks like Womack is still going to
I'm sure she is.
stay in goal. Usually Farnsworth adjusts and they switch out to Simpson, but looks like they're going to stay with Womack. So now they drop it back. Now here's Helton. Helton gets it in. Now it's in for Barada, but now it's McMaster. Tedder able to drill it down.
Throwing for the Bulldogs.
So long throw in headed out of play. Bulldogs still having a chance of a throw in. So Helton will throw it in. That's Hernandez and Christensen.
Throwing Bulldogs.
I shot again. There's Barada. Makes move inside on the box. Stops on a dime. Crosses in the middle. Stepped away from the Rams.
Throwing for the Bulldogs.
Let them throw away. Now here's the Bulldogs. Looking to drop back a bit. Christensen cross over to the right side. Gets in the middle. And what a stop by Womack. That's a pretty beautiful kick.
Throwing Bulldogs.
And probably had Womack been a couple inches shorter, that could have been another goal for the Bulldogs. So ways to be on the P's and Q's. That's kind of the steps you have to do in regards to being a goalie. So the Rams will get a quick throw in. That's Holland. That's going to throw it out. Gets it to Batterman. Batterman challenges for the ball with Christensen. Gets into Hernandez. Now it's on the left side. Looks like that's Reinhardt. Reinhardt looks, tries to get in the middle. Does not, and it's the Bulldogs that get there and is able to get away to Womack, who's able to get it just a little bit past midfield. And another stop by Womack.
Ball gathered in the short hop by Sam Womack.
Quick pass. I was looking for Reinhardt but couldn't. Here's Holland. Now here's Rickenbacker to Leonis. Gets it to Batterman. And then Saul's able to drop on the ball before that could have been any chance of giving goal to the Rams.
Throw in for the Bulldogs. Free kick awarded to the Bulldogs.
It's a free kick for the Bulldogs. Goes up high. And it gets past Womack again. That puts the Bulldogs up 3-0. And that's Rebecca Beal. That would be credited with that goal. And that's her second tonight. So the Rams are now down 3. And the Bulldogs will continue to pile it on following that free kick. Throw in Bulldogs. So you're throwing for the Bulldogs, and things just continue not to look good for the Rams. As temperature starts to drop and things get a little more chilly. Knocked away. Here's Barada. And she drops it back to Helton. High shot and nowhere near goal. So Womack will get a free goal kick. And looking at the stats from the first half, it was Barton and Columbia International both with 6 shots. It was Womack with 2 saves and 2 goals allowed, while Sauls has had 4 saves. And so leading for the Rams on shots, it was Reinhard. And pretty much each player had a chance to score for the Bulldogs of Barton. So those are your first half stats.
Throwing for the Bulldogs.
Ball's in the box. Esperado on the left side, trying to get it past the Rams, and the move was finally made. Was able to get it out. There's Franco, now in the middle. For the Bulldogs, gets it, and Master Tedder is able to step in front of that pass. Oh boy, that shot was deflected. Curves in, inside the middle. Trying to knock it out, it's deflected. Now here's Batterman. But the shot couldn't get there. Here's Helton. And looks like they're gonna say she stepped out, so it would be a throw in for the Rams. Kissing to Leonis. Miller. It's knocked out of the way by Mackenzie Christensen.
Throwing Bulldogs.
Christian again, and it was Gase who stepped in front of that pass. Now here's Reinhard. Reinhard, she has Holland and Batman on the right. Trying to keep it in. Here's Hernandez. Drops. Bulldogs go upfield. And nothing but Rams on that back line, so they're going to take their time and give it out to Womack. They're going to reset, and Womack looks, drills it downfield. It's it downfield to Reinhard.
Throwing for the Rams.
There's just too much speed for the Bulldogs. Nice quick move. Sauls is there to pick it up.
Shot by Jamie Holland.
There's Doble again. Knocked away. McMaster and Christensen. Looks. Esperado and Master Tedder, they step in. They're going to give Parada that foul, so it'll be a free kick for the Rams. McMaster Tedder is going to go for the kick. It's up high. Headed away. Parada looking. McMaster Tedder makes a step. He's able to get in front of that pass. 4K to be anything more. And Holland a little slow to get up. So time is stopped on the play. Trainers are now going to release that's Janie Holland. So Holland is getting help off the field by the trainers. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Now we have a couple subs heading on to the field. So Chilionis is now coming out of the game, and that's Kirsten Long. My apologies. Chilionis is still in the game. It's Long that's going to take over for Holland. So the Bulldogs get a throw in. That's Helton, and clock will restart. Shot in the middle. Trying to get it out.
Free kick for the Rams.
So the Rams get a free kick. Ford tried to get there in time, but ended up taking out Ram in the process. So here's Womack for the kick. Headed away by Christensen.
Free kick for the Rams.
So then you give a free kick to the Rams. Now it'll be Master Tedder to take the kick. It's in the middle, headed away. Deflected. Here's Reinhardt on the left side trying to get there in time. Does not. In the middle of Chilionis. Cross in the middle, deflected by a Bulldog. And it'll be a corner kick. My apologies, a goal kick. Pardon me. Okay, pardon me. I know we're watching the same game as you. That was offsides. My apologies. Sometimes when it's cold, you kind of can't think straight when it comes to the weather. So here's the Rams going up the field. It's Batterman. Was knocked away by the Barton back line. Here's Barada. Gets past Long. Doble switches it. Knocked away. Who can get there to the ball first?
They had a keeper change at halftime, so it's Megan Bolick that's in there now, keeper. Her mom just texted from North Carolina. So Megan Bolick is the current keeper.
So apologies to those Barton fans watching. Turns out it's Megan Bolick. She's a sophomore from Salisbury, North Carolina that is now on to the pitch. It was Haley Sauls who came into the first period. We apologize for that mistake.
For the Bulldogs, number 2, Abigail Wade, into the lineup, replacing number 14, Amanda Barato.
So Wade takes over Barato on the pitch, and it's Gates. My apologies. Regan Baker is going to come in for Gates for substitutions on both teams. Shot goes just to the right.
Goal kick for the Rams.
Knocked away. It's still in the box trying to get it out. And they're able to. Now come the Rams. Quick pass on the inside. McMaster Tedder inside to Batterman. Batterman inside the Leonas, but just a little bit too much. And the ball rolls out, and it'll be a goal kick.
For the Bulldogs. For the Bulldogs, number 8, Chelsea Hawley, in for number 25, Abigail Alawicki. And number 7, Jessica Lime. Give me 77, Arson Valero.
So in comes Holly and Jessica Lime, both from Barton College. Still a bit of a back and forth in this part of the game. Trying to find a chance. Every opportunity the Rams have gotten, the Bulldogs have continued to knock it away. And we give it to Womack, who drills it. Bounces over midfield. That's Chilionis. Goes out of play. Throwing Bulldogs.
Throwing for the Bulldogs. Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 18, Emma Mitchell.
So in comes Emma Mitchell onto the pitch for Barton. You got another substitution.
Rams throw in.
Makes a move, switches it. There's Wade. Patiently waiting. But there's Helton. Able to knock it away. And it's going to roll out. And Matthew Tedder is going to take the throw in. Batterman, not along. Drops.
Throwing Rams. Throwing Bulldogs. Throwing Bulldogs. Rams throw in.
Rolls out and Helton will take that throw in. So at this point, about 20 minutes to go, the Bulldogs are still holding on to their lead, and at this point are going to try and keep a clean sheet tonight. And Hernandez was looking for McMaster Tedder. Helton stepped in. Now they're fighting for the ball. Pardon me, that was Batterman. Now here's Kirsten Long. Now to Miller. Flipped it away, and it's Reinhard. Flies away, and the Bulldogs are able to keep it out. Still back and forth. He gets around, and here come the Bulldogs again. And it looks like we have a Ram on the ground. And she's okay. A little bit slow to get up.
Foul called on the Rams.
So foul was called. Be a free kick. Thankfully, that didn't go into the box. Otherwise, it had been a penalty. High and inside. Opportunity missed, and was a little too fast trying to keep the ball together. Deflected off of the official.
Bulldogs, it'll be a free kick.
Another foul, and the Rams get a free kick here. Kick's taken high. And yet again, Barton is able to knock it away from the box.
Throw in for the Rams.
McMaster Tedder will go to throw it in. So we might have a player down. Nope, gets back up for Barton. So one pass, the Rams trying to sprint down.
Foul called on the Rams to be a free kick.
So yet another foul. And the Bulldogs will get a free kick.
Throw in for the Rams. Throw in Bulldogs. Substitutions for the Bulldogs. Number 20, Rebecca Frazier, coming in for number 17, Rebecca Beal. Number 11, Hannah Beard, in for number 9, Mackenzie Christensen. And number 25, Abigail Paolucci, in for number 7, Jessica.
Like that's Paolucci, Beal, and like another ball that came onto the pitch.
Substitution for the Rams, number 9, Jana Rickenbaker.
And Rickenbaker is going to come in for Kirsten Long.
It'll be a throw-in for the Bulldogs.
Barton had a throw in. Less than 15 minutes to go in the game.
Throw in for the Rams.
Looked inside the Miller. Helton knocks it away.
Throw in Bulldogs.
Rickenbaker tried to save it, but could not get there in time.
Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 15, Ellen Jane.
Yet another substitution. It's Ellen Jane, a junior. Now coming to the pitch. And looks like the Bulldogs are going to try and get everybody into this game.
Throw in Rams.
Helton looking for Wade, and it's Batterman that's there. Looks. Quick move on the inside. Here comes the Bulldogs again. Good pass on the right side. She's in the box. Back line trying to defend. And they'll be able to get it away, so it'll be a throw in for the Bulldogs.
Substitution for the Lady Rams, number 13, Angel Simpson into the lineup, replacing number 24.
So Simpson looks like she's now into the game. Now usually you'll see her in the goal, but she's also a good defender. And she will take over for Giancana. Probably close out this game.
Substitution for the Bulldogs. Number 30, Maddie Robertson.
Now it's number 30, Maddie Robertson, into the game for the Bulldogs. Yet another substitution. So again, there's Bollock. She able to pick it up. Shot high and short. Need away by the Rams, and the Bulldogs are still in control of this whole matchup. The Rams trying to find a way to get themselves into the game. And at least a goal could spark something. But the Bulldogs have continuously swatted away any opportunity that the Rams have had tonight. Baker gets it away in time. And Bullock picks it up. Kick is high out towards midfield. That's deflected off Malaro. Baker has two, had to knock it out. Milano on the throw in. Now we are less than 10 minutes away.
Throwing again for the Bulldogs.
Robertson, a quick move, gets out to Wade on the left side. Crosses in the middle. There's a Ram waiting. Deflected. The Bulldogs with a chance to have it good. It's a drill. Shot was drilled over to the right side to hit the fence. Looks like we have another substitution.
Throwing Bulldogs. Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 22.
So number 22, Kaylee Grossklos, freshman from Carolina Beach, North Carolina. She will now be into the game. Barton looking to make a move. And it rolls. Right out of play. 7:30 to go.
Number 21, Kylie Bowers, replacing number 11, Hannah Beard.
And Kylie Bowers is now into the game. Gets over to the left side. She has Wade right where she wants her. Look for Robinson, but Silionis is there with the stop. Here come the Rams. Gets it upfield, but Pollock is there. Easily scoops it up off the ground. And Wade missed it, and she's going to sprint to try and get there. It's Abigail Wade. She keeps it in play. Now to Robertson. Robertson gets it across the middle, but Hernandez is able to step and knock out the box. Switches it to the right side. She's all by herself. And shot just right at the crossbar.
Goal kick for the Rams. All
right, we got a little mass sub going on tonight.
Substitution for the Rams, number 14, Rebecca Reinhardt, replacing number 10.
So Reinhardt is going to come back onto the pitch.
For the Bulldogs, number 3, Ariana Feinstock, replacing number 2.
And number 3, Ariana Feinstock. And Elisa Giddings is now onto the pitch for the Bulldogs. That's 2 of our 4 subs. And there's number 4, Maddie Atkins, sub number 3. And did not get that other substitution. So less than 5 minutes remaining in the game. And looks like we're sure on to close that 4th substitution was Mackenzie Christensen in for number 6 Laura Franco. But as I was saying, looks like less than 5 minutes to go. The Bulldogs are on to a sure victory over the Rams here tonight. Midfield, Miller missed it. Here's Robertson. In the middle, set the way, McMaster. Shot was deflected. Headed away. Trying to keep away from the Bulldogs. Here's Hernandez. In a bit of a battle. She keeps it. There's Miller. That's number 3.
For the Bulldogs. for the Bulldogs.
So here comes the Rams, possibly their last chance that they want to score. Couldn't get there in time, but there's Miller again. Keeps it in for the Rams, trying to stay in possession and get something on the board before the end of this contest. Ball sailed.
Throwing for the Rams.
And probably be the last substitution. Or substitutions.
Substitution for the Bulldogs, number 24, Rachel Kruger, in for number 25.
So Rachel Kruger. That was substitution number 1.
Throwing Bulldogs.
It's like awaiting the second substitution that came in for Barton. So here's Reinhardt with a chance. About a collision, and looks like we're giving a foul. So 1:15 to go. This could be the Rams' last chance to get it behind the net. So with about a minute to go, looks like that's going to be Hernandez that's going to take the kick. So it's Robertson, fine stock on the wall. She's got to let it go. 53 seconds to go. Whistle blown. Cross in the middle. Knocked away by the Bulldogs. And that will probably do it. 39 seconds. The Rams are still trying to push. But it's the depth shot of the Bulldogs that are keeping this game clean and making sure that they have it. So 20 seconds to go. Womack drills it downfield. So that will probably do it. And the Barton Bulldogs will move on to 6-5-2. 6-5-3, my apologies, while the Rams will fall to 6-5-4-2. So your final score here tonight is the Barton Bulldogs 3, CIU nothing. Don't forget to come out this Saturday. It is a rematch of the NCCAA South Region Final between the Rams and John Wesley University, and it is senior night. So come out. We will see you guys tomorrow night when the guys take on Belmont Abbey at 7 o'clock. Good night.